All right, so Lucas arrived on a prison asteroid, escorting a prisoner. And upon leaving the prison, he stumbled across Persephone, who was laying in the rocks in the dirt. He starlight stepped away from the asteroid as to protect her from the people on board the council ship that he was taken to the asteroid on. Then, upon arriving at his house, he placed her in the bed. She startled awake many hours later, uh, to which Lucas introduced himself, got her some clothes, a change of clothes. She met Faralai, his wife, or Faralai, and Persephone helped Faralai with dinner while Lucas prepped the meal or the meat. Faralai and Persephone kind of had a little heart to heart, and Faralai has basically said or told Persephone that she is basically not to leave the house without them for her own protection, because some of the those within the astral plane are known to take outsiders into basically slavery. And that is where we open with the three of them sitting down to a meal. Did I miss anything? Ma'am, not fast enough. I'm sorry. I'm not a two pump chump. My bad. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Stellar's model looks super comfy. Flap the ears. Flap, 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 flap. Lucas is gonna look at Persephone and go, like I said, I'll gladly take you under my wing and teach you what I need to know. Yeah. Or what I know. And considering you don't have much experience with the outside, I guess there is much to teach you. Well, that's at least something. Lucas, you leave her alone. What? What? He's slow. They both slow turn and look at you. He goes, I might be 67, but I promise you, I'll still run circles around you. Oh, well, apparently I'm a grandpa over here. Here's a D20. You'll need it for performance rolls. What's a performance roll? You'll know when you're older. You can thank Stellar for that. It's like, all right, we're gonna teach you about the real world. Yeah, this is my adoptive daughter, friend, person. Don't touch her. Stop it. Stop it. Well, are you up for adventuring, or do you still need a day? I guess we do need to get you your own clothes. Lukas is gonna turn and look at her, at Farley. Are you sure? We have to. Yes, go get her things. But okay, because being a freelance, I make so much money. I don't. Go buy her things. Okay. He slowly looks at her. No. No, you're fine. I am not complaining. What makes you think I'm complaining? Clothes are expensive. No. You're right. Fuck. No. Okay, yeah, things we're not going to do, okay? Oh, goodness. Yeah, no, you're not doing that. I'm sorry. No. What? I he goes, I have my reasons. And Farley looks at him like, are you protecting her? Maybe. Aw, who's a softie? Shut it. You being a softie? He just stops and looks at her. No. No. Uh, no. No. Oh my goodness. No. Oh my god. Yes, I am sure. Under the table, Farley, like, gives you a fist bump. after you finish eating, we'll go get you some clothes. Eager for new clothes, I see. Oh, right. You're just starving. He looks at Farley. What day is it? He goes, I've been busy. I'm sorry, what's my name again? Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, I see how it's gonna be. You're gonna make this difficult, aren't you? Yes, you. Uh, you lie. Damn, you old. Alright. You ready to go? He does the same. Farley's like, you two gonna be okay alone? Yeah, I might come back alive. And what about you? He sits there and looks at her. Really? Hope you don't mind walking in the winter. Something went wrong. No, it didn't. Yay, snow. Hey, you're the one who took the corset. Yeah, and see, we're going shopping. And he puts his leathers over her. Lucky. Let's go shopping. Yeah, and you're walking in high heels. So, oh my god. You could have worn flats. Are you complaining? Oh my goodness. I can't with you. Amelia proceeds to never wear a jacket and wears heels in the snow. I'm Gucci. Well, considering she's a vampire, does it feel temperature? Yeah. True. True, we don't know. And he just looks at her like, how are you sure you're not cold? Bitch. Oh, you don't want it now. bitch. I don't know what Stellar's model's doing, but it's doing an O face. uh, yes. The tailor walks up. Ah, Lucas, and what can I do, or what do I owe the honor? I'm looking for clothes for my friend here. Ah, the young lass. Where's Farley? Oh, she's at home. And, I don't think I've ever seen this one around Consulis. And what might your name be, madam? And Lucas just nods, letting her know it's okay. That was the most added to version of I'm Persephone. Very high school-esque. True. And he goes, ah, what a beautiful name. So, Persephone, what kind of clothing are you looking for? Besides, obviously, some winter attire, because obviously, Lucas has you walking in 6 inches of snow in high heels. Lucas, do you know how to act around women? And he just goes, I've been married for 40 plus years. Yes, I know how to act around a woman. Anyway. All right. Well, let's get you some clothes. He starts taking measurements. Now, was there anything in particular you were wanting? Lucas just goes, doesn't matter what it costs, get her what she wants. Get her what she wants. And the tailor just looks at her like, just nods and goes, he's paying. You're fine. Lucas just goes, trust me. He's like, I was giving you shit earlier. He looks at the tailor. You know what? Shorts and a t-shirt for this one. Maybe some flip-flops. I know what I said, but here you are giving me an attitude. I'm listening. He looks at the tailor and goes, was I this bad when I was a teenager? And the tailor just goes, I'm not saying shit. He goes, well, yes, I'm some 300 years old. Lucas just goes, we don't have time for this. Let's get her measurements and get her clothes. He's like, aren't you cold? Aren't you going to be cold without new clothes? He goes, absolutely. And the tailor's gonna walk to the back and grab. He goes, how high of heels are you wanting? Damn it, Stellar. Lucas just turns and looks at her. He goes, okay. Nothing. I am well aware. And the guy comes, nothing. I'm just hoping you're thinking practical. The the tailor comes out with high heel combat boots. He goes, I've got brown and he's like, I've got brown leather and I've got black leather. I go from being Gramps to Dad. I'm just trying to look out for you. Yeah, and they look good. He looks at the tailor and goes, all right, I have to ask. He goes, don't worry, Lucas. I'm being conscious about what I'm selecting. Lucas just goes, okay. He goes, Lucas, how much was that last job for? And he goes, an amount. And the tailor goes, all right, what else do you want? At least another 2 more months. I'm Gramps, I'm Dad, I'm Gramps, I'm Dad. Okay. Make up your mind. Am I Gramps or Dad? Okay. Yeah, get her winter attire. And he goes, okay. And the tailor walks back. That sounds like Sweet Home Alabama. The uncle cousin dad. Yeah. And Lucas goes, oh, hey, forgot to mention, I did find something with you when I found you. He opens like his leather vest and he pulls out a book and like wipes away the dust, hands it to her. Forgot to give it to you when you woke up, but I made sure to grab it because it was with you. Or, sorry, off to the side of you because, well, yeah. And he just goes, "Don't worry. The book was completely sealed. Well, it was shut, and I didn't look in it." So you're fine. Yep. Hold up. Sorry, I didn't give it to you sooner. Oh. Are the pages okay? Well, that's good. Mm-hmm. He looks it up and down and goes, "Oh, interesting. Hmm. You have quite the family history." Ah, I see. Interesting. Yeah, I wasn't just gonna leave it. I couldn't do that to you. Better me than anyone else. You. You'd probably be in handcuffs otherwise. Yeah, right? Yeah, of course. I've got satchels, I've got backpacks. Anything in particular? Hmm. And he's going to bring out, um, picture like You know those adventure backpacks? He brings out one of those. He goes, I sold Lukas his very first one of these. And like as you like look it over, you notice that it also has like it comes with basically a sleeping roll. It comes with like basic pots and pans, fire starter, basically all your basic survival equipment. He just goes, I figure if Lukas is going to bring you here, he's more than likely, if I had to guess, going to take you under his wing. Is that a safe assumption, you two? Lukas chuckles. That it is, and that I plan to. And Lukas just goes, hush, I'm doing it anyway. You are kind of stuck with me. I mean, you don't have to. I can let you go. Oh, I'd never hear the end of it. She'd make me find you again. Well, let's see. You got a jacket. Actually, long pants that are winter rated, boots. You got a adventure backpack. Hmm. And he sits there and goes, well, if I'm going to take you under my wing, how are you fighting exactly? He goes, hmm. Uh, he goes, it wasn't with you when I found you. Otherwise, I would have grabbed it. And he looks at the tailor, and the tailor's like sitting there going, well, I mean, you guys could hit up the weapon shop. And he goes, you said you used a scythe? Hmm. Hmm. Well, weapon shop might have something you could use. Either a scythe, a sickle, anything of the sort. Well, considering it was a long arm, you might be best off with a pole arm or a spear, at least in the meantime. And heck, who knows? They might sell scythes. And we do. Absolutely. Lukas looks at her. Do you want to go to the bookstore? Yeah, we can go. He pays the guy for the, Yeah, sorry. Yeah, he pays the guy for the clothes. You sure you're good, Lukas? Yes, I am positive I'm good. And you don't need anything? No. He looks at the price of everything and the guy hands him a receipt and he goes, I just want you to remember that your boots were more expensive than your adventure backpack. He goes, I'll give you that. You did need boots. Guess I can't complain too much. I'm not wearing your boots. I am not wearing your boots. No. I swear. And pause real quick. Alright, so Amelia, yeah, ha. Right. So, he is going to take her to the bookshop. You still can't make up your mind if I'm Gramps or Dad? No. No. No, ma'am. Mm-mm. No. He just goes, no, I'm not giving it to you. Obviously, the guy cares for you. He goes, I'll be honest with, he goes, don't worry about it. He's not spending all his money. He's just giving you a little shit. He goes, well, you know Locus. He goes, alright, that's fair. But you're not in debt to him. About 6 gold. And he goes, but he wasn't kidding when he said the boots were more expensive than the adventure outfit. Or the adventure backpack. Honestly, no. Him and Farley, sorry, Farley are pretty well off. They don't have anything that they don't need. They live a pretty simple life after he got out. I will I will keep that. He goes, okay, that sounds like a deal. Lucas like turns around and goes, are you coming? Come on, over here's the bookstore. Ma'am. Stellar. He goes, alright, what kind of book were you looking for? A journal, huh? Uh-huh. I don't know. Why are you looking at me like that? I'm being weird? How am I being weird? I'm just here shopping with you. I mean, do you want me to leave you alone? It is. Plus, you don't have money. Alright. The little old lady walks over. Oh, wow. What can I help you find, dearie? And Lukas walks over and grabs basically a history of the astral plane and consulates. Grabs it and goes, we'll take one of these. And she goes, and he goes, the notebook and the writing utensil that she mentioned. And the little old lady goes, oh, of course, let me grab those. And she goes and grabs them. She goes, and don't worry, I gave you one with a really nice leather-bound cover. Oh, sorry. Uh, yep. Um, uh, basically said, that she found a notebook with a nice leather bound cover. And Lucas sits there and puts the money on the counter. Alright, is there anything else you need? Well, if we're going adventuring, you're gonna need something to defend yourself with. But I want it to be something you're comfortable with using. Alright, let's go. I mean, you might get, a dagger using a scythe. I mean, a sickle might be a good option. Or if they have a farmer's scythe, we might be able to get lucky and they have one of those. I know it's probably not the custom scythe that you're used to, but it would at least exactly. All right. Over here's the blacksmith shop. Ah, Lukas, what brings you in? Looking for a weapon for my friend. Ah, for the young lass. Okay. Did we have a preference on what we're looking for? And he's looking at her. And Lucas just goes, a scythe, if you happen to have one. He goes, Well, Lucas, I do happen to have a scythe in stock. A little bit of an interesting one, but I do have one in stock. He goes, oh. And he goes, this one's kept in the back, young lady. And he goes, give me just a second, you two. And he heads to the back. And when he comes out, you notice the when he comes out, you notice the scythe, and you notice it's got engravings on the blade. You notice it also has what appear to be almost claw marks dug into it, into both the handle and the blade. And he goes, an adventurer picked this up not too long ago. Sold it to me for a pretty penny. But I have no use for it, and no one really wants a scythe as a weapon. Well, it is until today. So, I am more than willing to sell it to you. Actually, you know what? I will just give it to you. You recognize it. You know what? Roll for me history. With advantage. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'll do it. You recognize it as a Reaper's Scythe. Yeah. Lucas goes, "You want some help?" He goes, "I felt that pull." Boom. And he sits there and closes his eyes, and after a few seconds goes, "It's normal. Just happens to be one of theirs. There is zero residual magic on it." He's like, and the shopkeep goes, "You think I'd sell a scythe that still had the evil presence of of anything the Reaper dealt with?" And Lucas just goes, "I'm just checking for my friend here." And he goes, the shopkeep goes, "The only thing I have done is sharpen it. Because it came in here and was fairly dull. So." Mm-hmm. And he goes, "Perfect. Glad we could find something that'll work for you." The shopkeep is gonna shake her hand back. "Is there anything else I can get you guys while you're here?" Lucas looks at her. "Need anything else?" He goes, "Unfortunately, I'm not a leathersmith, and we haven't had one of those in a hot minute." He looks at her like, "Really?" "Yeah." "It's fine." "Oh, I suppose we should." "I think you're gonna be set." Alright. go ahead and make our way back home. Good job. Welcome back, you two. Mwah. Were you really that big of a pain in the ass? Or were you that big of a pain of an ass? No! She walks over. Girl, those are hot. Lukas. What? And she goes, and why don't you like them? And he goes, you, He's like, she goes, let me guess, you're about to say something that you shouldn't. And he goes, I'm keeping my mouth shut. And she just goes, Lukas, when will you grow up? And he goes, And she, nothing. Wasn't going to say anything. She goes, see, Lukas here is very, what's the word? Old world and traditional. You know how long it got for me to, how long it took for me to convince him that it was okay for me to wear high heels? And Lukas just goes, in my defense, I have come to enjoy them. I am well aware, thank you. And she goes, honestly, that doesn't surprise me. He's had those combat boots since when he was in the army. That man will not change his boots. No. Yes, I mend them. He sits there, hovers his hand over it, and Kat's mending on them. No, I think Stellar fell at Eep. Huh? What? No. Pause. And Lukas is just, it's like, I don't like how you both are ganging up on me. No, you're not allowed. You're still not allowed. Farlight goes, yeah, no, you're not leaving without him. 6 of what? Oh, God. All right. I think that's where we'll wrap Persephone's first thing.